Hello and welcome back to the Cove with more BattleTech. Well, we have arrived and we can finally take some contracts to boost up our reputation with the pirates. Now, I did have a bit of a look around. Turns out even if we try and maximize the amount of reputation we can earn, we're never going to make it into the next bracket with a singular mission. So we're not going to bother with that. We're going to well, we'll still improve our relations with them, but we're still going to get paid. That is what I think is going to be important. That said though, that's not where we're starting today. We're going to quickly pick up something for the Urano restoration. Some quick little battles should hopefully get us a little bit of money. So there is some salvage. The money is, well, the salvage is actually going to be fairly poor. I think we're best off going for money. We're not expecting much. It's half a skull. There's very little here to our benefit. So we're going to go ahead and bring out a hunting squad. I think we'll bring out our fire starter. That could be good. We'll bring out our new Vulcan. We'll bring out our assassin and our Phoenix Hawk. We're going to basically be going in for a light hunter killer sort of setup. So we'll go ahead and throw Cheese Goblin onto the Phoenix Hawk as that is his preferred mech. The fire starter, what do we do there? I think we'll drop Archangel. Let's go ahead and bring, actually, you know what, let's go ahead and I think I'll jump on the Vulcan. We'll see how that plays out. Big man, you've got some multi-targeting, sensor locks, breaching shot. Yeah, I think this should be alright. It's not the be-all and end-all. Actually, that's... yeah, no, this should... actually, let's go ahead and swap Hawk and Big Man. Yeah, that way Big Man, he's got a little bit more skill here, so he is not going to be as endangered with the lightest mech in our lands today. And Hawk should also be fairly happy as he gets to avoid a fair bit of evasion thanks to our Assassin's modules. Alright, I think that is good. Okay, so our objective is to destroy enemy units. After a recent skirmish with our forces, the surviving units of Atorian lands escaped the battlefield. We believe they've managed to partially repair their mechs, and that means they're a loose end that the Urano restoration would like to see tied off permanently. Track down these survivors and finish them off for good. Alright, so Olveria is saying that this could make for some good salvage, but unfortunately for us, we're here for C-bills. So, let's just move on. Now, this is the last known position of the Lance Commander. Advance, get eyes on them, and see how badly damaged they really are. Alright then, good hunting.
There are icicles on my cockpit.
Okay, so it looks like a fairly steep hill though. Good news is we do have the benefit of the road.
Certainly.
And the good news is we also have reasonably maneuverable mechs too, so we should be able to make our way up here nice and quickly. We'll get everybody up and running.
Moving out.
And hopefully we should be able to deal with things relatively swiftly. Alright, what do we see here? You know, let's let them come to us. Alright, the 25-ton mech is slowly ascending.
Awaiting orders.
Let's see, the Phoenix Hawk, jump jets. Oh, you know what? We could already take some good shots. I think that is highly likely. No one else is going to get eyes on.
What's up, boss? You have orders?
Yeah, let's go ahead and start with the Phoenix Hawk. I think we'll go for as close as possible. Maybe try and get those small lasers online.
Sensor contact.
But that should be okay. Alright, so it's Commando and then two other unknown mechs. Okay, nothing too dangerous for us yet. Alright, well there goes one of his arms.
That hit something good.
Question is, did that have an SRM attached to that? No, a medium laser. Oh, and we almost... okay, we really did do a lot of damage there. This thing is not in very good condition. Alright, let's go ahead and sprint. We'll get the assassin up and around the hill. We'll bring... let's see, we'll bring ourselves fairly close by, I think. Yeah, that should be fine. Actually, we're going to have some very good shooting here with all of that extra support weapon range. And then I think we'll do... bring you along the road as well. Alright, so long story short, they're going to have a hard time hitting pretty much all of our mechs still. We have a lot of good evasion. Alright, first one is deciding to slowly shuffle forwards. Do we move the fire starter first? We could take some cover, medium pulse. Oh, wait a second, that's not as close as I thought. Oh no, that only gives us eyes on the guy at the back. Could go for a full salvo and just destroy the commando before he ever gets a turn. I suppose that's not the worst plan. And you know what, we can even pick up a little bit of extra evasion. Seems good. Alright, let's go ahead and open fire.
Roger that.
SRM explosion.
Hit, Commander.
That's what we want. So... yeah, stray shot there. I suppose that's to be expected. We were fairly well bunched together. Tiny little commando is going for melee. Well, that'll be easily cleaned up. That guy is, yeah, hanging on by a thread. Honestly, probably should have ejected if I were him, but, you know, I'm not, and he makes his own choices, hey? Alright, let's use our jump jets, and I think we'll move... where can we get better eyes on targets? There is one spot up here. Yeah, I suppose we may as well make the most of what we've got access to.
Here we go!
So let's see. Another large laser, SRM2 and medium laser, or the PPC. You know what? There's a good chance we could take off the arm with the PPC. You know what? Let's just aim for him. Resolve. Do we even want to target this? No, we can only target his left arm. That's annoying because that is on his right side. Alright, let's just go ahead and shoot.
Locking on target.
Who knows, maybe we could break a leg or something like that and
That's a critical hit.
slow him down just that bit.
Ready to rock.
Alright, the assassin still would be focusing in on that side. We could theoretically get the small lasers against the commando and then focus the medium lasers and SRMs on the Panther.
Copy that, Commander.
So I guess we'll take what we've got access to. There we go. We'll fire you here and you over there.
Engaging multiple targets.
There we have it. Okay.
Tango is trash, Skipper.
I think what we'll do is we'll get that Vulcan up and running. I think... oh, we can only target the commando. Oh, that's a bit of a shame. Alright, well, you know what? Some firepower is better than none being used on a turn. Let's go ahead and just remove him from the field. We've got some pretty good shots. In fact, let's go precision strike and just make sure that we do get the kill.
Enemy mech. Critical damage detected.
Okay, so apparently maybe we won't get the kill. Alright then, we did get an injury. Let's see what this guy's doing. Alright, sensors impaired. I suppose that's fair.
Armor low.
Armor is low, but again, I don't think that's going to do too much. Yeah, it's only on an arm.
Good to go.
Let's go get our fire starter into position.
On my way.
There we go. Alright, so that's a leg and
Target's
torso.
taking a critical hit.
I doubt that there's going to be much left in the center. Let's just double check. Oh, apparently... oh, I forgot the commando. Yeah, he gets to get back up again. Oh well, it's not the be-all and end-all. Another stray shot, although that might actually... no? Okay, for a second then I wasn't sure whether that was going to clip our arm. Oh no, it hit our other arm. Okay, well, you know what, that's fine.
Yes, Commander.
Let's
What are your orders,
see. So the Panther, that's pretty much dead. The Commando, pretty much dead.
How might I help?
Let's go ahead and... I I suppose we should give our assassin a little bit of a little bit more experience. Let's go. No, let's just walk in there. We'll focus in on the commando that's up and standing. Go for a full salvo.
All weapons, go.
Very good.
I need a new target.
And
What's the
then
plan?
I guess we'll yeah, take another shot here with our Vulcan, and I guess we'll go take the high ground. Where do we want to go? Let's see if we can leg cap this guy. Never know. Oh no, never mind.
MechWarriors, show them what you got.
Alright, well, all survivors are destroyed. Well done,
Mission
Commander.
successful.
Nice, quick and easy little mission there. Now, I would be very interested in maybe getting ourselves some of those modified machine guns. I think that would be rather nice for our fire starter. Save a little bit of tonnage there, and then be able to take a full ton of ammunition. I feel like we've got fairly limited amounts. Alright, but either way, 500 XP, it'll do. We got part of a commando, a heatsink and a PPC. You know, that's, yeah. Could have possibly gone with the Panther, but at the end of the day, the PPC's, I guess, not the worst as far as return on investment. We could at least sell that off for a bit. Oh well. Okay, so that was definitely way too fast, and I don't think that's going to be enough experience for any of our pilots for it to make a significant difference. I think what we'll do here is, yeah, we should just go ahead and jump on into a contract. Actually, you know what? I just don't want to double guess myself, so let's just go ahead and sort this out. Yeah, okay, he definitely does not have enough, and he was the one right on the line. Everybody else...
Yes, Commander.
What's up, boss?
Yeah, there we go. As I thought, no one did have anything, but either way, better to be safe than sorry. Alright, so you're dealing with the pirates, so are you. This trap that is against the pirates, bit unfortunate. We could do with some more money. Hey, Taurians, alright, we need to defend a base, so there's either that, or we could work for the pirates, and what's this one? Against pirates as well. Okay, so you know what? I think what we'll do is the defend base could take a little bit of time. Recovery's not the be-all and end-all, although it is only one skull in difficulty. Yeah, look, I think just the amount of time it typically takes for things to get to us. Let's just go with the payroll seizure. That's going to be the easiest way to do this. And then salvage-wise, I would say we would go for money. However, we can take a full mech potentially. And given what they've got to spend, I think, yeah, we'll go this way. We can pick up a full mech. We'll try and snipe one of them. If we can sell one off, that should give us more than what they're offering here at 256. Assuming that it's like, what, a 30-ton mech or something along those lines. So I think that is going to be the best thing for us. Let's go ahead and make sure that that does work in our favor. So let's go ahead and we will get our mech for salvage there. The assassin, do we want to keep this at a 1.5? You know what? Let's give him the catapult. This should be relatively easy. And then maybe we bring... Actually, let's bring the Centurion. That's not a bad idea. We haven't brought that thing out for a bit. We'll swap spots with the Vulcan there. That should be fairly good, although the question is pulses, all of these. What's this? SRMs. Yeah, no, I think we're going to keep the Vulcan here. We'll give that to Big Man. That should be fine. He'll get some bonuses for that targeted shot if necessary. Yeah, I think that should be fine. And then I guess that works.
MechWarriors, prepare for combat.
Alright, so initiative, not particularly quick, but at the end of the day, that's not going to be a huge issue. It is a recovery mission, so we just need to scoot on in and then get back on out. Although, as always, if we take out the Op 4, That always leaves us with a, well, that leaves us with a quicker exfil. Alright, so let's see what the specifics were once again. The objective, seize the payroll and escape. We've located the secure facility where the Taurian Concordat stores its payroll before distributing it to local forces. We believe we could put that payroll to better use. We'd like to hire you to hit the facility and steal the payroll. It will be well defended, and there's a bonus if you eliminate all the defenders. Okay, well, simple robbery, that it is. That said though, I'm not sure what the exact bonus is if we do take out all of the defenders. I'm guessing it's maybe only like a 10% boost, so it's not, you know, it's not that great of an improvement, so where we should have gone for money over salvage. But either way, let's begin and find out.
Interface initiated.
Alright, I'm getting updated intel from our employer. They believe the base is going to be more heavily defended than we thought. We need to move up, get a look at the base, and see what kind of firepower we're facing. Once we've got the payroll, the leopard will extract us. Alright, good hunting. Well, you know what? If it's more heavily defended, I am hoping very much so that they have maybe some heavier mechs that we could salvage. So what I'm thinking we do is maybe we... I feel like we're going to cut across this island here. Move up onto this path and then assault directly. There's a lot of rough terrain which might be a little bit annoying for us to navigate otherwise. And there's also some good cover as we approach. So that's what we're going for.
Position confirmed.
So far,
Affirmative, Commander.
nothing too much of note.
Coordinates received.
Alright, so we'll run once again. Questions. Which way is going to be quickest? I think this way it seems.
Heading out.
Alright, we'll move the... Actually, we might move the catapult a little bit slower. It's not exactly a huge...
Receiving you.
It's not a hugely speedy mech. And you know what? Just because we are going to be hanging out, let's go ahead and take that cover. And then we'll follow the next path. Just that way we don't get caught up and slow ourselves down. Alright, so let's move... Yeah, let's move to land. Move up here. Everybody else can more or less stay where they wish.
Roger that.
Alright, now we do have to be careful not to run that Vulcan out too far, otherwise we are going to get caught out.
Roger.
Alright, catapult. Oh,
Picked up a blip.
we have a blip. Where is the blip? We have a vehicle. Okay, well that's easy enough to deal with. The catapult, honestly, we're going to stay nice and cool. Oops, that was not what I planned on doing. Let's go ahead and just sprint there. And then let's just take some cover for now.
Position confirmed.
Make sure that they don't target our lightest mech. Alright, so we do have a 35-tonner. Okay, that's fine.
Standing by.
Let's go ahead and reserve and we'll see if we can bring them to us. Alright, so they have a striker narc. Yep, no dice on their end.
Aye, aye.
Let's see, so what are we dealing with? Yeah, LRM-10 and an arc beacon. Could easily destroy that thing. It's not that strong, but I think we'll maybe move one of our other mechs so we can get you positioned for later. Oh, you know what? Yeah, this is a perfect use. Let's go ahead and use our catapult. A little bit of indirect fire, clear it out.
Engage target.
Allow our other mechs to move up.
One less vehicle.
Alright, so let's reserve once more just in case.
Yeah.
Alright then, let's go. Let's sprint up into cover. Just to be on the safe side.
Go.
No more pings. Let's get that Centurion into cover as well.
Full throttle.
And then what do we want to do?
Commander.
We could technically get eyes on whatever's back there, but I think maybe we just take cover up here.
Acknowledged.
Highly unlikely that you're going to get shot at. You've got some good terrain hanging around you. Alright, so there we go. There's a
Barely
Panther.
hit, Commander.
Pretty sure we can finish one of those off if we get that. What have we got there? 70s and 60s. We do have the Resolve. Oh, actually, that seems to be the best option out of all of them. Either that or maybe...
Orders?
What could we do? Oh, we don't have jump jets. We could technically go for a headshot. One... Oh, let's see, that's what? 4 or 5 weapons.
What do you need?
The Marauder would technically have 5 weapons as well.
Waiting for orders.
Yeah, look, I think
Receiving you.
we'll go ahead and give it a shot. You never know. We could just clear things up fairly swiftly. Let's go for that precision strike. That buffs everything up to a very respectable number. 35% on that headshot. We only need... Oh, yeah, we only need 2 hits or 1 AC-20 as always. Well, that looks like a leg's got taken out. I'm guessing that's where the AC-20 landed. But you know what? That does mean that we can now swing our Vulcan. We can swing our Vulcan around here. We can go for a precision shot here with you as well. We missed every headshot, but that's okay. We've got a 16%, which isn't terrible. We'll see what we can do. Nope.
We can salvage that.
Yeah, we can salvage a bit. Alright, well then, where are the defenders? Seize the payroll. Alright, well I guess we sprint up over here.
Moving out.
We'll move the catapult.
Roger that, Commander.
Do these guys even know that we're attacking them? I really doubt it. Alright, so there's no one back over here. We'd have sensor lock on them, so I'm guessing they're back on this side of things. Maybe on the other side there. So let's go... shuffle forwards?
Acknowledged.
Actually, you know what? Maybe we should use the Vulcan, not the Marauder, to take that. That would be smarter. Alright, sprinting into... there.
On my way.
Alright,
I'm rolling.
actually, you know what? Maybe we go ahead and we do it with the, let's do it with this Centurion instead. We've got better long range there. Alright, hold this location until our people can grab the payroll crates. Easy enough. And then you can go... I don't know, we'll swing out over here.
The asset is in hand, Commander.
Oh,
Good work.
and that was everybody. That is surprising. A singular mech? That's really, really odd. I could have sworn that that was meant to be a little bit more difficult. Like a skull and a half? Maybe the vehicle was what it was? Oh man, we really got duped on that one. That sucks. Well, I guess we're collecting everything, so let's just take what's here. Yeah, 8 items received. We're meant to get, what, 11 at least? Oh no, 12 total. Yeah, so we only got 2/3 of payment. Well, the good news is we finished off the Panther. I guess maybe if we, maybe we avoided too much of the defenders, and so because we never made contact with them, we just don't have to fight them. Maybe we successfully evaded detection. I don't think I've ever done that before. You know, I feel like we've dodged an entire lance, or at least, but either way, you know what? It's fine. We got something. We can at least sell some stuff for it. We'll go ahead and sell, where is it? The Panther. Oh, we have 2 of these things. Oh. Alright, well, you know what? We'll sell that off. Yeah, we'll sell both of those. And, oh, that's right. That was the one that we swapped for the Vulcan. So that was remarkably underwhelming and particularly quick. do we go ahead and just try the defend base? You know what, if we do this, it's probably going to take a little bit too long. So unfortunately, I think we're going to leave with a slightly shorter episode today. I think what we'll do is,
Commander.
yeah, we'll double check indirect fire, health. I think we'll go for health.
Training confirmed, Commander.
Orders?
As for everybody else,
Commander.
let's see,
Reporting.
anything else we can do?
Orders?
It's all much of a muchness.
I'm ready.
Alright, so I guess that's going to be... Oh no, here we go. I can get... What's that? Indirect fire. We could work our way to that cold shot mastery at 9? Yeah, I think that's where we want to go. Recoil penalty, that's not going to help. Yeah, I think we just focus on getting that cold shot bonus to improved. Yeah, for the cold shot mastery. We'll pick that up for now.
Training.
Yeah, and that is where we're going to call it, I think. Actually, you know what? No. We'll go through the mech bay. I did have a bit of a thing. I think what we're going to do is the large pulse laser on the Vulcan. Don't get me wrong, I do like its extra targeting and all of that, but I'm thinking what we should do is we should probably switch out maybe the ER large laser instead. Oh wait, no, where was the that's 5 tons. Hang on, let's have a look here. Large pulse, that's 7 tons. Damage is much of a muchness, but that would save us a little bit of heat, and then that would also free up some extra tonnage, and we could make that, we could then use that tonnage for a little bit of jump jets and cooling. So I think that that's what we're going to do. Don't get me wrong, I very much liked that setup as it was, but I think we can do things slightly better. So we're going to drop off that. Oh wait, do we even need an ER large laser? That is the question too. I've also got like an ER PPC that's a little bit lighter. Hang on a second, we're going to have a stop and think at all of our weapons. We've even got snubs. That would be very curious to see on a Vulcan, but I don't think, I think maybe just a regular large laser? 18 heat, 40 damage, 5 tons. You know what? I think... Yeah, I think I've changed my mind. We're not going to fix the Black Knight. We're going to go ahead and just fix this instead. So, large pulse laser, I do like you, but I think we're just going to swap you for a regular large laser. That saves us 2 tons, which means we can also go ahead and chuck on some equipment. We can go for 2 jump jets. One in... Actually, you know what? We should probably put them in the torso just so we can buff out some of the crits if we get hit. And then... Yeah, that automatically really ramps up our heat efficiency. And then do we go with 1 more heat sink? Yeah, a little bit of extra maneuver. Yeah, the maneuver, the extra heat sinking, I think that's the way that we're going to do this. The damage, again, I really did like that large pulse for that 55 points of damage, but again, it's 15 points, and realistically, we're not engaging at super far range anyway, so I think the large laser should be sufficient. We'll go ahead and we'll confirm that. That'll give us, yeah, a lot more heat efficiency, a lot more movement. That should make this a very cruisy mech. And then... Is there anything else that we really desire to change around? Let's just double check that store. I'm pretty sure we saw something around that we didn't mind the look of. Oh, that's right. We had some arm mods and things for if we wished to melee. You know what? For 110,000 C-bills, that's not particularly much. I think we'll go ahead and we'll buy them.
New equipment available.
They do weigh no tonnage, so we can swap them onto whatever mech we desire. The gyro as well, don't get me wrong, it's nice, but at the same time too, I think I'd rather save up for some fancier weapons or whatever have you. We're also not going to go for the DFA damage. I think that should be fine as is. Although technically, hang on a second. Do 22,000, 0 tons, 3 slots. You know what? Maybe if we find ourselves a grasshopper or a Highlander, maybe we want that just for kicks and giggles. So you know what? We'll go ahead and we'll do that too. And then let's just figure out what we want to melee with, or if we're going to. I'm thinking Phoenix Hawk we could boost up a little bit. That's not a bad mech. Yeah, we do use melee on there every now and again. Yeah, let's go ahead and refit the Phoenix Hawk with that extra equipment there. We'll throw on the extra damage. And then stability damage. Do we care about that? You know what? Why not? Let's just go ahead and we'll have that here. We'll... Actually, no. I think we'll just go for the melee damage just to boost this up a little bit. That should be all that we really need. We'll get that done. We're not going to use that in the defense mission, so I think that should be fine. If we were going to throw melee on anything, maybe we would go... Oh, actually, we could throw the stability damage on the... Oh, no, we don't need that on a fire starter. That's pretty terrible melee. Yeah, what's that? Only 35 stability damage? Bringing that up to 55 is not going to do too much. Yeah, we don't really use that thing for melee, although technically we could make the most out of all of those support weapons. Yeah, it is a possibility. Oh well, but either way, we're going to leave that for now. I'll have a bit of a think. Maybe we'll save it for one of our heavier mechs, just so if they do swing, they all bar guarantee knocking something over. But either way, that will be for us to figure out in the future. We'll come back with the defense mission, and then we're going to move on to greener pastures. So if you do want to see that, be sure to hit that subscribe button. It is the best way to catch all future content, and I'll see you next time. So until then, thank you for tuning into the Leviathan Cove. This is the Leviathan, signing out.